It's October again, and you know what that means. It's time to take a look at some games that share the creepy, kooky, and all-around ooky feel of Halloween. And since the last 2 years I kicked it off with a Five Nights at Freddy's game, I see no reason not to do the same for this third time around. So where were we the last time we visited the franchise? Ah yes, an underground facility full of nightmare creatures. Wow, with such a chilling atmosphere, what could await us for this next outing? Well, at first it's not what fans were expecting. Weirdly enough, the game was advertised as an 8-bit pizza simulator. If you went to the Game Jolt page to download it, nothing out of the ordinary seemed off about it. In fact, it seemed very underwhelming, and even more so when you start the game. You're asked to create your own pizza, gotta be pepperoni and olives, best combination ever. And then it's just a mini-game where you throw your designed pizza at kids. Huh. So at first, fans didn't know what to think about this. And then, it happens. You are greeted by a zombified character known as Scrap Baby, just sitting at the other end of the table, staring back at you. And then that's when you realize, this game is the best cover-up ever. Turns out it is a real Five Nights at Freddy's game, in disguise! This time, your job is to run and maintain your own Fazbear Pizzeria. That's right, you get to perform the exciting business acts of printing ads and ordering plates. And yes, it does sound pretty boring, but here's the catch. You have to perform all these tasks while making sure the animatronic characters loose in the building don't kill you before you finish. Okay, that's an interesting new angle. During the day, you design your pizzeria and place things where you'd like them to be, and at night, you fear for your life while you're trying to keep your business together. Now, just like the other FNAF games, the lore comes out in full swing, but primarily it's presented through the arcade games, like Fruity Maze and Midnight Motorist. And man, some of this stuff really kicks your brain into hyperdrive to figure out what it all means. And at the end of each night, a new animatronic character mysteriously appears and you have to go through a minigame in attempts to salvage it to increase your revenue. But even if you do everything correctly, they're still going to be running around your business. So be prepared for that. And I'm not ashamed to say that I had a lot of trouble with this game. It's actually harder in my opinion than the ones that came before it. And I found it extremely difficult to even make it to night 3. It's just so hard to keep track of where the animatronics are in the building and perform all the tasks you have to do before you log out. Also, here's what I have to say to all those who see Five Nights at Freddy's games through Let's Plays. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but you have to play the game to get the whole experience. And what I mean by that is that when footage goes through editing, sometimes it loses its high definition and some of the details can't be seen. Like for example, I watched a Let's Play before I played this game, and because the video wasn't as crisp, I didn't even notice that Baby's eyes moved during the opening scene with her, but I sure saw it when I played it myself. So I'm not speaking bad about Let's Plays, like at all, but there is a lot of detail that goes unnoticed with these games when they're only watched rather than played. But with that being said, this is a great addition to the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. And hey, I think we all are looking for Security Breach when it releases next month. I mean, am I right? But if you need a game to tide you over until its release, go back and play this. It's still one of the most exciting games in the franchise.
Oh, what a pleasant surprise!